Welcome back to Movie World Recaps. Today, I am going to share a crime, drama, and mystery movie about a successful businessman accused of murder. Adrián Doria, a Spanish businessman, is free on bail after being arrested for killing his lover, Laura Vidal. His lawyer, Felix Leiva, hires the famous defense attorney, Virginia Goodman. She goes to his apartment to tell him that the prosecutor has found a witness who will soon testify in front of a judge. They only have 3 hours to come up with a defense, so Virginia tells her client to tell her the whole truth. Adrián tells Virginia that he and Laura broke up months ago, but that they got a call from someone trying to force them to come to a hotel in the country with 100,000 euros. Adrián was knocked out at the hotel, and when he woke up, Laura was dead in the bathroom. The door and windows were locked from the inside, so the police only had one suspect, Adrián. Adrián then tells the story of when he said he was in Paris, but was really with Laura in a cabin. As they drive back to Barcelona, Adrián swerves to avoid a deer and hits another car, which then hits a tree. The people in the other car are not hurt, but the driver, Daniel Garrido, 23, who worked at a bank, is killed. Laura tries to convince herself that it's not all their fault because Daniel was texting and wasn't wearing his seat belt. When another car comes up behind them, Laura pushes Daniel's body down across the passenger's seat, and she and Adrián act like they are exchanging insurance information. She picks up Daniel's phone when it rings to keep up the ruse, and the other driver leaves, thinking that she is Daniel. Laura waits for a tow truck in Adrián's car, which won't start, while Adrián dumps Daniel's car with his body in the trunk into a lake. Later, Laura picks up Adrián near the lake because she is upset. She tells him how his car was fixed. Tomás, an auto engineer, came by and offered to help Laura, who said she had hit a deer. He took Adrián's car to his house to fix it, which is where Tomás lives. While talking to Elvira, Tomás's wife, Laura saw some pictures of the family and realized that Daniel Garrido was their son. When Laura was getting ready to leave and got into Adrián's car, she moved the driver's seat, which made Tomás wonder who was driving. Adrián breaks up with Laura, hopefully for good, after he sells his car and says it was stolen. In a few days, Tomás gives the police Adrián's license plate number. The police then call Adrián to the police station. Felix gives Adrián a fake alibi in Paris and pays the police to take his name off the Garrido case file. When the news says that Daniel is on the run after stealing money from the bank, Adrián confronts Laura. Laura admits that she took Daniel's wallet when they put his body in the trunk and later hacked into Daniel's account and stole the money. Adrián tells her that what she did was wrong, but Laura says she will also put him in the same situation. Adrián is named European Businessman of the Year, and during the ceremony, Tomás pretends to be a reporter to talk to him. Tomás sees Adrián pull out the same cigarette lighter he saw when the car was being fixed. As security takes Tomás away, he begs Adrián to tell him where his son's body is so he can bury him. Days later, Adrián gets a picture of a lake with instructions to take Laura to the rural hotel with 100,000 euros. Adrián thinks the blackmailer might be the driver they saw driving by right after the accident, if he followed Adrián as he drove the car into the lake. Back in the present, Virginia says that Adrián could save himself by saying he saw the face of the person who hit him in the rural hotel room and that the person who hit him was Tomás. Adrián then says that he has always known it was Tomás because he saw his face, but he never told Virginia because he was trying to see how she would react. Virginia suggests that Laura put Daniel's body in the trunk of Daniel's car with something that belonged to Laura and said she did it alone. Adrián then says that Daniel woke up as he was pushing the car into the lake. Daniel had only been unconscious, so an autopsy would show that he had drowned. Virginia looks shocked, but she says she won't tell the judge about this. Virginia says that Laura's medical records show she had anxiety, which was probably caused by feeling guilty, and she thinks Adrián is lying to make it look like Laura was the mastermind behind their lie. Virginia, on the other hand, says she thinks Tomás set him up because Tomás's wife, Elvira, works at the rural hotel where Laura's body was found, which is why the Garridos chose that place to meet. Elvira could have easily unlocked the window so that her husband could get out after killing Laura, and then she could have locked it again to make it look like no one else had come in. Virginia says that Tomas has been following Adrián, Felix, and even her, and she shows where Tomas is hiding in an apartment across the street. She keeps pushing Adrián until he finally says he killed Laura and set up the scene. Felix calls Adrián's home and leaves a message on his voicemail, telling him to call back because he couldn't reach him on his cell phone. While they take a 10-minute break, Virginia suggests that he call Felix back. She leaves the apartment very quickly. In the meantime, Adrián pulls out his phone and calls Felix. Felix tells Adrián again that he couldn't reach him and tells him that the prosecution's witness is the other driver, but that his silence was bought. As Felix asks Virginia how the meeting is going, high-pitched tones start to interrupt the call. Adrián then realizes that their whole conversation is being recorded. He remembers that Virginia once turned off his phone, probably so the signal wouldn't mess up the recording. He looks into the apartment across the street and sees Tomas standing next to Virginia, who turns out to be Elvira Garrido in disguise. Tomas calls the police when the real Virginia Goodman shows up at Adrián's apartment. He does this by using the confession Elvira got from Adrián. That's all folks for today. I hope you like it. Please subscribe to our channel for more content like this and hit on the like button to help us out. You can also leave a comment if you want us to recap your favorite movie. Until next time.